I just tell y'all, listen, it's messy. Mess. That's what I like to see. This is the kind of shenanigans, fictional shenanigans that I want to see from Unrd. What's up, y'all? It's Jess. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another episode of Unrd, The Big Question. Last time we were on here, we found out we're playing as Sophie. Sophie is getting married in 7 days. She's getting married to 7 days to a man named Joe. Joe is in love, honey. Listen, he is, I'm his boo thing. I don't really know if we love Joe as much as he loves us. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Don't really feel that way. Just a general observation from suggestions. Listen, we're about to get married in 7 days, so listen. I also have a mama who is a Karen. She's a micromanager. She's been texting me nonstop about how my wedding needs to be lavish and grand and terrific, and I need to invite all these people, and I need to call cabs for the family, and how I need to tell the caterers about my cousin Hannah's shellfish allergy. Mama, please, mama. I don't have time. I don't have time, mama, to deal with your shenanigans and my wedding and my job. I don't have time. Listen, let's just go ahead and jump into it. We got some more messages that we need to unlock and figure out the rest of the story. Okay, y'all, so I unlocked Sophie's Bachelorette group chat because I feel like it's some tea in here. Somebody left the group. I did see that when I was scrolling up. Let's get the tea from here. I feel like it's some tea in here. Okay, Jenna said, "Hey girls, we finally managed to convince Sophie to have a bachelorette." Paige said, "Yeah, it has to be done, Soph." And Hadley said, "Woohoo." Jenna said, "The only time the bride-to-be can do is 2 weeks from now, 3 days before the wedding." And Madison said, "2 words, Las Vegas." And Paige said, "Yes, Madison. My mom's agreed to look after Emily, and I am in desperate need of some serious fun." Hadley said, "This is a bit short notice for a trip to Vegas, don't you think? Not to mention expensive." Madison said, "Come on, girl. It does not need to be that expensive. I can drive us there." Jenna said, "Road trip." And Hadley said, "But still, the hotel, drinks, gambling, it's not going to be cheap. And I have 3 other bachelorette parties this summer. It's too much." Madison said, "Girl, but Vegas would be epic. I've never been, and I don't think Sophie has either." And Paige said, "We have to give her a proper send-off into married life." Hadley said, "But why does it always have to break the bank?" Hadley, if you broke, just say that. Madison said, "To be fair, it's not our fault you have bachelorette party overload, Hadley." And Hadley said, "Sorry, but I'm not springing for a trip to Vegas. No can do." Jenna said, "I'm sure we can come up with something that everyone can afford." And Hadley said, "How about a picnic?" Paige said, "How about a nap?" Hadley said, "There is no need to be like that. Don't be shady." And Jenna said, "Yeah, come on. It'd be nice to do something low-key during the day." Paige said, "During the day? But then we go dancing, yeah? At the very least. This is a bachelorette party." And Jenna said, "Of course." I said, "Hey, just caught up on all the messages. I don't really mind what we do. Whatever works for everyone." Jenna said, "A new day spa opened in Pasadena that's supposed to be really nice. How about that? Hot stone massages, facials, the works." Madison said, "Ooh, followed by cocktails at Zola." I said, "That sounds great." And Hadley said, "Zola's really pricey. And what sort of prices we talking about at this spa?" Hadley. Okay. And then here go the prices, y'all. Which is, I mean, that's normal, I feel, for spas. I feel like those are spa prices. Hadley said, "You gotta be kidding me. $150 for a facial? What are they? Facial transplants? I want to come out looking like Jennifer Lawrence for that price." And Paige said, "Girl, who cares? Can we just book it already?" Jenna said, "Okay, how about this? Number 1, spa. If people don't want treatments, then don't get them. Number 2, we get dressed up and go to Zola. And 3, dancing." Hadley said, "What about karaoke?" And Madison put a side-eye emoji. Jenna said, "Sophie, how do you feel about karaoke?" I said, not a huge karaoke fan, but sounds wonderful otherwise. And Jenna said, I almost forgot to add the maid of honor to the chat. And Jenna added Violet to the group. Okay, remember, Violet is my best friend, y'all, from last episode. So Violet is our maid of honor. Jenna said, Violet is Sophie's best friend from back home in New York. She's flying in for the wedding next week. Madison said, welcome, Violet. We're also excited to meet you. And Paige said, welcome. And Violet said, hey, everyone, thank you. Madison said, I hope you're ready to party, sis. And Violet said, I sure am. What are the plans for the big night? Jenna said, we're booked into this amazing day spa. You're going to love it. And Violet said, cool. I've never been to a spa before, but I'll try anything once. What about the evening? And Paige said, we're going to this awesome cocktail bar where all the celebs go. Violet said, LOL, seriously, what are we doing? And Madison put question marks. Violet said, come on, y'all joking. Y'all playing with me. Sophie wouldn't be seen dead at some wannabe bar, especially for her own party. Paige said, that's weird. That's suspicious, because we all went together last month. Are you calling us wannabes? Violet said, no, that's not what I meant. It just sounds like the kind of place where people go to be seen, etc. Madison said, awkward. Paige said, so what do you suggest, sis? Since you got your degree, you know everything. Seems like Zola is beneath you. And Violet said, wow, okay. I didn't mean to offend you, sis. If you wanna be a wannabe, go ahead. Go right ahead. Jenna said, it's okay, don't worry about it, Violet. Ever the diplomat, Jenna. Jenna said, I'm trying. And Violet said, well, me and Sophie used to go to this dive bar downtown whenever I'd visit her in college. We go there to play pool and end up doing tequila shots by the end of the night every time. Some decent rock bands play there too. Maybe we could see if there's a concert on. Madison said, it sounds sticky. And Paige said, yeah, shouldn't we leave the rock music and pool to the bachelors? Paige said, this is like my one night off. I don't want to spend it at some dive bar. It ain't about you, Paige. Right. Violet said, isn't it about what Sophie would want, though? Not what you want? And Hadley said, yeah, it's not about you, Paige. And Paige said, whatever. You just don't want to spend any money. Hadley said, I can't deal with this. We're all in our late 20s, and you still act like a bunch of mean girls. Oh, and Hadley left the group. Yeah, okay. She left the group. She was like, girl, I ain't gonna be sitting here. Y'all be calling me broke. Paige said, what's her problem? And Jenna said, oh, God, I'll try texting her. Paige said, don't bother. She just wants attention. And Madison said, yeah, you're too nice, Jen. And Jenna said, I'll give her some time to cool off. Okay, listen, Hadley ain't with it. Hadley is not with it. Okay, so 12 days ago, Jenna added Hadley to the group. And then Paige said, I just got a message from Hadley asking if I want to go to lunch. I'm like, no. And Madison said, yeah, after her little tantrum. Paige said, you can tell she's just jealous because all her friends are getting married while she's still single. Didn't they just add her back to the group? Can she see all these messages? Okay, listen. I'm here for the mess. I'm here to read and be here for the mess. That's it. Madison said, on the shelf with a grandma emoji. And she's always complaining about money. I'm like, it's Sophie's bachelorette party. Loosen the purse strings. And Madison said she's been broke ever since her career took a nosedive after leaving Mackenzie. Well, what's the tea? Give us the tea. Paige said, yeah, who does she think she is starting her own business? She doesn't have the brains or the balls to go it alone. Madison said, or the beauty. Why they roasted her like this? Why they roasted her like this? Or the body. Y'all, Madison said, OMG, did you see how fat she got this summer? And Paige said, yeah, she probably sat on the couch all day eating hot dogs. She looks like a chubby dog. Y'all, Madison said a bulldog. Paige said dribbles like one as well. Especially when she's had a few. Y'all, she takes doggy style to a whole new level. What's wrong with these people? Like, I'm offended. And they ain't even talking about me. I'm offended on Hadley's behalf. I know I just called Hadley broke, but this is over the top. This is over the top right here. Okay, y'all, so here go Hadley back in the chat. I guess nobody realized she was back in the chat. Hadley said, brutal. I love how obsessed you all are with me. Didn't catch these messages till now as I was in a business meeting with the Barton franchise. Just sealed $1 million deal. Should be enough to cover my hot dog costs. Oh, and FYI, it's easy to lose weight. Not so easy to gain a personality. Arrivederci, bees. And then she left the group again. Jenna put shocked emojis. Madison said, why didn't you tell us you'd added her back into the group? And Jenna said, I thought you seen the notification. This is bad. These are my bridesmaids. These are my bridesmaids. This is messy. This is messy. None of these girls will be my bridesmaid. Listen, I'm sick of it. Y'all listen, I'm gonna unlock Hadley's message and see what we've been talking about with Hadley. Hadley said, can you believe those bees? I said, are you okay? She said, believe me, I'm fine. They're pathetic. I said, I know. Awful. I'm so sorry you had to read all that crap. Hadley said, everybody knows Paige is a B word, but I cannot believe Madison had the nerve to say that about me. I wasn't going to tell anyone, but I don't see why I should keep it a secret anymore. I said, what, girl? Spill the tea. She said, well, I was talking to Karen in HR before I left the company, and apparently Madison's going to get fired pretty soon. Hadley said, because she can't get her drinking under control. Think about it. She drinks so much, and she's the one who's failing at work because of it. I said, can't say I feel sorry for her. Hadley said it's her own fault. They told her to go to AA, but she refused. And yet she judges my life. I said, maybe she was drunk. Besides, I bet they're the ones who are jealous of you. You have your own business and get to be your own boss. That's awesome. Hadley said, thanks, Soph. It's been really tough since I left McKinsey. I'm putting so much of my time into my business, I hardly have time to socialize. And I'm investing loads of my own money, so I can't afford fancy places like that spa. I said, I know. I didn't want the bachelorette to be a big, expensive thing. And she said, yeah, anyway, the girls have been leaving me out of everything lately. I said, forget about them. They're just threatened by you. I can't speak for Jenna, but I definitely want to stay friends. She said, that's good to hear. I think it's still best if I skip the bachelorette party, though. Do you mind? I said, no, but as long as you're still coming to the wedding. And she said, yeah, of course. I said, good. She said, just don't sit me by those B words. LOL. Listen, sit him next to Hadley so we can see a fight. See a fight, y'all. You gotta throw hands with them. They called you a dog, and then they was drawing pictures on your dog and stuff. Girl, you gotta throw hands after that. You have to throw hands. And I want to see all of it at my wedding. I'm sitting y'all right next to one another. So y'all, there's a 4th of July 2017 chat. And I want to know what it is. Like, I'm curious to know what this is about. So this is Aunt Alice. Aunt Alice said, Paul and I are excited to see you all this weekend. It's going to be such a treat to have the whole family together. Mom said, it really is. And I'm so glad Sophie's able to join us. Aunt Cynthia said, it'll be fabulous. We hardly get to see you anymore. Now you're a high-flying executive, Sophie. I said, you have no idea how much I'm looking forward to it. I think I was still in high school the last time I came up to the Cape. Margaret said, what about Joe? Is he coming with you? I said, nope, he's in the middle of something with the London office. Is Cousin Hannah coming? Margaret said, yes, and I expect she'll be your shadow all weekend. I said, how did her SATs go? She said, good, considering the year she's had. The separation has been really hard on her. I was worried it would affect her grades, but she's managed to pull it off. Okay. Speaking of your Uncle James, I've invited him to come this weekend. And Alice said, really? Why? And Margaret said, well, we aren't divorced yet. I still think there's a chance we can work some things out. Mom said, are you sure that's a good idea, girl? And she said, listen, I know things were bad between us, but I still love him. I think we still stand a chance. Maybe a weekend away by the beach is just what we need. And Alice said, well, James is still family, so he's welcome to join us. But I don't want you to get your hopes up, Margaret. You've been living apart for over a year now. And Margaret said, I know, I won't, but I have to try and fix this. Okay. Okay, then Cynthia said, do you need us to bring anything? Alice said, just bring yourselves. Okay. And then Alice said, where is everyone? We're about to set off the fireworks. I said, sorry, coming. I was taking a nap. Alice said, have you seen Cynthia or James? Alice said, we can't find them. I said, Hannah and I were down at the beach with Aunt Cynthia earlier. I think she went for a walk afterwards. That was a couple hours ago. Alice said, it's gotten dark. Why wouldn't she be back yet? And Alice said, we're a little worried. Margaret and your mom are going to go look for her. I said, what about Uncle James? And Alice said, Margaret thinks he might have gone into town on his own to get a drink or something. I said, coming downstairs now. Y'all, what if Aunt Cynthia is creeping around with Uncle James? What if that's the tea? Hold on. Oh, hold on, y'all. This is why you just need to keep reading, because Cynthia said, Margaret, please talk to me. I'm so sorry. It just happened. I don't know what I was thinking. What just happened, Aunt Cynthia? What just happened? Then after that, she said, please talk to me. We're sisters. This is breaking my heart. Margaret said, don't you dare talk to me about heartbreak. Do you have any idea what it was like for me to find you and James together like that? Didn't I just tell y'all? Listen, it's messy. Mess. That's what I like to see. This is the kind of shenanigans, fictional shenanigans, that I want to see from Unrd. Cynthia said, I'm so sorry, Margaret. Margaret said, sorry isn't good enough. You slept with my husband, girl. I don't want to speak to you ever again. Leave me and my daughter alone. Cynthia said, you can't all just ignore me like this. I know I made a mistake, but I can't let it destroy my family. Margaret said, you destroyed my marriage. And Cynthia said, Margaret, please. I know I shouldn't have done what I did. But be honest with yourself. James had been sleeping on the sofa for a year before he even moved out. Your marriage was well and truly over. Oh, not her knowing the tea about their marriage. Margaret said, how dare you? And how do you even know that? Girl, pillow talk. What you mean? How long has this been going on? Cynthia said, there was one other time, last Christmas. And Alice said, Cynthia, girl, how could you? And Cynthia said, I want to be completely honest and get it all out in the open. I want you to be able to trust me again. Margaret said, that is never going to happen, girl. And Mom said, Cynthia, what you did was inexcusable. Margaret needs some space right now. We all do. I think it's best you keep your distance for a while. Are these people coming to my wedding? Because y'all, between my work folks, my work family, and my actual family, everybody hates each other. So, listen, this gonna be some mess. This wedding gonna have fights left and right. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm ready to let's get to the wedding day. Oh, I might not even come to don't we got our own drama? Listen, the wedding day might not even happen, but people might be fighting. Listen, y'all, I gotta open Aunt Cynthia's message because listen, the whole family is ignoring Aunt Cynthia, but I need some more tea. We need some more tea. We deserve to have more tea. So I'm gonna read Aunt Cynthia's message. She said, Sophie, I'm so sorry for everything you witnessed up at the Cape. I'm mortified. I can't imagine what you must think of me. I said, girl, we went down to the beach looking for you because we thought you might have had an accident. What if Hannah had come with us? And she said, I know, I'm very sorry. There's no excuse for it. Creeping around with your brother-in-law. That's crazy. Creeping around, sleeping with your brother-in-law on the family vacation with his ex-wife and daughter there. I said, girl, so why did you do it? She said, I don't expect you to understand, but your Uncle James and I have a history. We dated before he married Margaret. That's actually how they met. She said, I still have an old photo from us back then. Okay. Look at Uncle James, the cheater. I said, oh, wow, you look so happy. She said, it was the summer before I went to college. James and I were inseparable, but I was going to Berkeley in the fall and he was staying in New York, so we broke up. When I came back at Christmas, he and Margaret were dating. Okay, so Margaret is the the harlot in this situation. I said, were you mad? She said, I might have been, but I was busy having the time of my life at college. We were all on different trajectories, and I was happy for them. But their marriage started to break down, and me and James became close again. I said, girl, you should have said something. You should have told Aunt Margaret. Cynthia said, we didn't set out to get together or to hurt anyone. It just became harder and harder to fight our feelings. I said, okay, girl. Well, I guess I understand it all a bit more now. She said, I wish Margaret would forgive me. I said, I'm sure she will one day. I guess it'll just take time. And Aunt Cynthia said, I hope you're right. And then 80 days ago, she said, I just got your invitation to the wedding. Okay. I can't tell you how happy I am to be invited. I said, I'd love for you to be there, girl. You're my aunt. She said, then I will be. Did you tell the others I'm invited? I said, no, but they'll just have to accept it. She said, I don't know that they will, Sophie. I said, we are still family and you've apologized for what happened. Let's move on. And she said, thank you. I really appreciate that. So they gonna come and Aunt Cynthia gonna be there. Yeah, they really might fight at my wedding. Like, people might be fighting at my wedding. That's crazy. That's crazy. So y'all, here is somebody named Daniel in my phone. I have no idea who this is, but here's Daniel. Daniel said, I saw you and Will last night. I said, what are you talking about? He said, don't play dumb. You were flirting like crazy. I said, we were just joking around. And he said, yeah, but you know Will likes you. I said, it was an office party. Come on. It was harmless fun. He said, it didn't look that way. If you're not serious about Joe, then you should tell him because he definitely thinks you are. I said, I am serious about Joe. There's nothing to worry about. Are you going to tell Joe there is? And Daniel said, I wouldn't. He's my best friend. Daniel, don't get slapped. Don't get slapped, Daniel. Okay, so Daniel is Joe's best friend, I guess from the office, because we all work together. Like, I feel like everybody in this phone that's not my family are all my coworkers. So we all work in the same office. This is messy. This is messy. All right, y'all. This is Sam, who is Joe's foster brother, my fiance's foster brother. He said, hey, Sophie, just wanted to say thanks for being so cool this weekend. Was really decent of you not to tell Jane and Frank you saw me smoking weed, their foster parents. I said, hey, Sam, no worries. You're not smoking too much, though, are you? Still getting your college work done? He said, yep, all good. Don't worry. I said, cool. Hey, I have an idea. How about you come out to LA before the wedding and join Joe's bachelor party? And he said, what? For real? That'd be awesome. I said, we could keep it a surprise. He said, yeah, that'd be sick. And I said, great. He'll be so happy to see you there. And Sam said, thanks, Sophie, and thanks again for not telling. Okay. I'm mad I wasted my coins on that chat. Well, okay. So, y'all, we are going to end it right there. I know I haven't gotten into any, like, new messages yet. Like, I'm still waiting. I still got 25 minutes for a new message to come. I want to keep these videos short-ish and just have a good introduction to these videos before we get into the mess. I feel like there's more mess. We already got some good mess. I feel like there's a lot more mess coming. Like, aunts sleeping with uncles they not married to. My co-workers talking about who getting fired and who not getting fired, and they think one of the co-workers broke. I don't feel like I'm in love with my fiance. Listen, there's a whole lot of in this phone, okay? But listen, I wanted to get a good foundation of what's going on in this story before we jump into the foolishness. But listen, y'all, we got a good foundation. We are going to jump into the actual mess and what's going on in the story. We'll jump into that next time. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.